Bole Baba Ki Jai, Jagdambe Mata Ki Jai, Haidakhandi Mata Ki Jai, Vishveshwari Mata Ki Jai, Bole Baba Ki Jai. Welcome to today's daily fire ceremony, and today is the auspicious first Monday of the sacred month of Savan, the month of Lord Shiva. So I thought on Mondays for these next, actually it goes for 2 months this year. After 18 years, it's happening again. It's all astrological according to the Indian calendars. But so we'll have 8 Mondays for Savan. And I thought that on each Monday we could read a little part of the Shiva Purana, which is a shorter version retold by Ramesh Menon, but it makes reading a little bit easier. So we'll begin. So this is Sutta, who learned the Puranas from Vedavyasa, who wrote them. And he's here in the Naimisa Bana telling the Shiva Purana to the Munis there. And the Munis ask him, incomparable Sutta, tell us how Shiva is worshipped. Says Sunaka, chief among the sages of the forest, thirsty for the occult Purana. Sutta says, Shiva is worshipped both as Murti and Linga. Sunaka says, all the other gods are worshipped just as idols. Why is only Shiva worshipped as both image and phallus? Sutta says, Shiva alone is Nikala, nameless and formless, as well as Sakala, embodied. In his formlessness, he is worshipped as the Linga. Long ago, in the first Kalpa, Shiva revealed his Nishkala form as a Linga, and since then he is worshipped so as the eternal Brahman. Listen. Once Lu Vishnu, 1,000-headed, 1,000-armed, with his chakra and Gada lay asleep on Ananta upon the primordial sea. The universe lay dissolved. As he slept, a lotus was, with an endless golden stalk, thrust itself out of his navel. Brahma, grandsire of the worlds, was born within this umbilical lotus from Vishnu's golden womb. Brahma roamed that lotus for 100 years, but could not climb out of it. He began to climb down the infinite stalk, but once he did not reach the place from where the flower grew, then he he heard a disembodied voice say, Tapasya is your way. Brahma sat in meditation inside the lotus for 12 of his interminable years. One day he found himself at his father's feet, Mahavishnu's side. But Vishnu lay asleep, but he shone like Chasva, the eternal time. Striking the sleeping blue god with his hand, Brahma said, who are you? You lie there haughtily when you see me. Don't you know who I am? Vishnu was furious. However, controlling himself, he said calmly, welcome, my son. Tell me where you have come from and why you are so agitated. Sit here and tell me, said Vishnu, putting and patting his serpent bed. I have come as swiftly as time. I am the creator. How dare you call me my son, as a guru does his disciple. I am the Pitama, yours as well. I create, protect, and destroy this universe. Vishnu replied languidly, you, my son, are born from me. Brahma, I am your father. The lotus in which you were born sprouted from my navel. But no matter, my own Maya deludes you. At which Brahma struck him again, and a terrific fight ensued. They first fought like common men with fists and rough punches. Then Vishnu mounted his eagle and Brahma his white swan, and they fought with astras, cosmic weapons. These missiles spooned into the sky and blazing like 10,000 suns locked on high. As the Devas watched in horror, flames from the astras began to consume the 3 realms. Suddenly, between the 2 maddened gods, a column sprang up through the ground, a column from nowhere, without top or bottom. a column of light and fire into which the apocalyptic astras were absorbed like two sparks. It was a lingam with 1,000 garlands of flames like galaxies spewing in every direction, an incomprehensible linga. Awestruck, Vishnu and Brahma felt quiet. Brahma breathed, "What is it?" Mahavishnu whispered, "It is beyond me. You find its head, Brahma, while I seek its root." Turning into a golden boar, Vishnu dove down through the ground of that first battlefield to seek the roots of this mysterious lingam of fire. Brahma became a swan and flew up the speed of light, quicker than light, to the top of that manifestations. For longer than we can conceive, the boar dove down and the swan flew up. There was no end to this blazing palace. Exhausted and frightened, Vishnu came back to the battlefield. Brahma kept flying up. When Shiva saw them, distraught in their arrogance, he laughed and dislodged the Ketaki flower from his head, which fell down that infinite column. Down wafted these flowers, turning about one another, following countless divine years like a blessing, with neither fragrance nor brightness dimmed. They fell over Brahma, the flashing feathered asunder in petal rain. Perplexed, Brahma the swan said, "Lord of flowers, from whose head do you fall down this column? Why do you fall, good flowers?" The flowers said, "Friend, we have been falling forever, and we do not remember where we began. We will find the columns. How will you find the column's pinnacle?" Tired and annoyed as he was, Brahma had a thought. He bowed to the Ketaki and said humbly, "Friends, a small favor for me. Tell Vishnu I saw you on top of the lingam, and that you bear witness to it. In dire straits, falsehood is recommended by even the oldest lore." They found Mahavishnu in distress, and Brahma smiled. Vishnu said ruefully, "I could not find the root of the Shiva lingam." Brahman replied smugly, "I found the column's head. These Ketaki flowers are my witness." Vishnu bowed down to Brahma. He worshipped him with all the 16 homages. Then he laid in the dust to worship Brahma's feet. And just then a tremendous Om resided in that place, a thunderclap that would shatter the universe. Shiva stepped out of the Shiva lingam, taller than the palace of fire, a wild, mad-haired yogin, bright as a billion suns. He stood before the terrified gods with bow in his hands and a trident, wearing a tiger skin, a shiny serpent, the sacred thread around his body. He seemed to swallow the heavens with his millions of mouths, the Om still dying in his brilliant blue throat, like the battery of thunder that heralds the final deluge in which the stars drown. From that vision's brow formed his third eye, and sprang this dreadful Bhairavi. Bhairavi knelt at Shiva's feet. "Command me, Almighty Lord." Shiva said, "Here is Brahma, the first god of creation. Worship him with your sword." With a roar, Bhairavi seized the tuft on Brahma's fifth head, the one that lied to Vishnu, and raised his curved blade. Brahma howled, he sweated, he trembled and fell whimpering at Bhairava's feet. Bhairava's arm was drawn back to take off that lying head. Then Vishnu knelt at Shiva's feet. "Lord, you gave him 5 heads. Pardon him in your infinite mercy. This is his first offense." Shiva blessed Vishnu. "Vishnu, you are truthful, though you are also wanted to be the Lord of all things. From now on, you will have as much worship as I do. But this liar shall not be worshipped anymore, or have a temple, or even his world in this world." Bhairavi released Brahma, and the chastened god prostrated before Shiva. "Lord, I am humbled. Now bless me." Shiva said musingly, "The universe is ruined without the fear of a king. Rule the universe with, from now on, Brahma, and be the Lord of sacrifices. That day, Brahman Vishnu first worshipped Shiva. Shiva made the blazing lingam without root or tip, diminutive and quiescent. He installed it upon a yoni pedestal, which is Umani. And so today we'll commence the Savan, the month of Savan, the sacred Monday of Shiva, with our lingam puja and the fire ceremony. So Bole Baba Ki Jai, Lord Shiva Bhagwana Ki Jai. Om Namah Shivaya. First went to Haidakhandi with Babaji. I arrived during the month of Savan and right away had me doing the special pujas. So it's always been very special in a way. Bole Baba Ki Jai. Om Pavitra Pavitra Va Sabhava Stam Katopiva Yasmana Pudari Kaksham Sa Vinyantara Suchi Pudari Kaksha Punanta Ganganapatye Namah Ganganapatye Namah Ganganapatye Namah. Shri Babaji, Divine Mother, please be with all of us as we offer today's fire ceremony to you to say thank you. Gratitude for all that you give us, all this beauty, all the air we breathe, and the sun that nourishes us, the food that grows, the rain, everything, Baba, this beauty and love, and our friendship, our families, our health, even the teachings that you give to us that sometimes aren't too good. And today is the 10th of July, 2023, and we're here at the Haidakhandi Universal Ashram in Crestone, Colorado, United States of America. We want to remember all the people who have asked for prayers, who are in need of prayers, all the plants and animals and people, all beings in this world who are suffering from pain, injuries, illness, devastation, warfare, discrimination, so many things, droughts, scorching weather, floods, and having to leave their homes, all kinds of violence. Please, Baba Mother, hold your arms around all of us and let us feel that love and protection. And also our beautiful Mother Earth, who's laboring under our unconsciousness and greed. Please help us all remember the great gift that we've been given and honor her moment to moment. Bole Baba Ki Jai. Shri Samba Sadashivaya Sadguruvaya Namo Arhanam Samarpya. Oh Babaji, please stay with us during the time of our yajna. Shri Samba Sadashivaya Sadguruvaya Namo Asadam Samarpyami. Please, Baba, come from the Himalayas and sit with us again in your asana in Haidakhandi and all the asanas that have been made ready for you around the world at your ashrams and in the hearts of your devotees. Shri Samba Sadashivaya Sadguruvaya Namah Snanam Samarpyami. Om Namaha Shambhavaya Chama Yogavaya Cha Namaha Shankaraya Chama Yaskaraya Cha Namah Shivaya Cha Shivataya Cha. Shri Samba Sadashivaya Sadguruvaya Namah Hajamrit Sunam Samarpyami. Sadguruvaya Namah Shurajalasanam Samarpyami. Om Namaha Shambhavaya Chama Yogavaya Cha Namaha Shankaraya Cha Mayaskaraya Cha Namah Shivaya Cha Shivataya Cha. Shri Samba Sadashivaya Haidakhandi Samarpyami. Shiva Satgurave Nama Yagyo Pavitam Samarpyami. Adaya Shristaye Krite Namasvaha Vardinim Advim Apayami Pujyami. Chandanam Samarpyami. Shiva Satgurave Nama Kumkumam Samarpyami. Satgurave Nama Pushpam Samarpyami. Satgurave Nama Dupam Samarpyami. Shiva Satgurave Nama Naivedyam Samarpyami. Om Pranaya Swaha Udalaya Swaha Apanaya Swaha Somanaya Swaha Dhyana Swaha. Bolo Shri Haidakhandi Bhagwan Ki Jai. Om Ganananda Ganapati Kukhavamahe Pranata Prapati Kukhavamahe Nidinatha Nidipati Kukhavamahe Vasamam Brahmachani Garbadam Ajasi Garbadam Swaha. Om Ganganapate Namah Swaha. Vakatudaya Hum Pat Swaha. Gunguru Vyo Namah Swaha. Triumph Haze, Krishna Varanam. Udvaru Kameva Bandana, Tor Mukshya Mamritas Swaha. Triumph Haze, Pati Vedanam. Udvaru Kameva Bandana, Ito Mukshya Mamritas Swaha. Taprushaya Vimahe, Mahadevi Adi Mahi, Tanu Rudrak Prachoda Swaha. Om Ring Shri Haidakhandi Swaha. Om Ring Namo Bhagavate Mamanindra Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Mamanindra Ring Haidakhandi Shivaya Swaha. Shri Satguruvaya Namah Swaha. Om Kailash Giri Brahme Nivasatam Shashanti Tatmunim Satstam Bande Satyakarunya Rupinam Swaha. Om Yasa Smarna Matrena Sita Obabati Sadaka Satkurum Dhamadande Hadakandavasinim Swaha. Om Yasa Kripa Katanshana Danyo Babati Manava Tasya Parikam Pranamani Nidam Swaha. Komalam Radyam Yasa Komalam Yasa Bashanam Dando Api Kamalo Yasa Komalam Gam Namam Yaham Swaha. Krishnam Dayamayam Kripa Yapashati Chala Chala Lokupaka Anita Tumu Ragavesha Vachita Swaha. Satguru Satyananda Dodiyam Yamastashana Satyam Param Chinanam Samsami Sarvada Swaha. Hariyariva Yamata Vidyam Pradhanam Hariyanam Amritam Pipa Hariyadam Padam Prajas Swaha. Yavadam Nitam Manam Satyanam Chitranam Sarva Sadhani Noapi Tvamek Mavalam Vanam Swaha. Mamarjandaripina Moadvantavinashika Sarva Bhuta Reposi Mahadrasad Jivanam Swaha. Om Ananda Rupam Shakti Pitam Vidyam Param Brahma Sarnabhutyam Kadunya Punam Gunamurti Rupam Devim Namahajakadish Tvam Swaha. Om Rakshanityam Jagadam Vambe Tvameva Satyam Jagajila Nimata Sansara Jamata Roga Vidyam Madhyam Bajay Hadakandavasinam Swaha. Om Shrim 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 Swaha. Om Klim 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 Swaha. Om Hrim 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 Swaha. Om Shri Mahadev Parvati Sharanam Swaha. Om Shri Hrim Klim Mind Kamavasane Swaha. Om Vambatkaya Abadudadnaya Kudu Kudu Vatkaya Vam Om Namah Shivaya Swaha. Indra Vacha Om Namaste Stu Mahamayeshi Chite Shanka Chakra Garahaste Lakshmi Namostute Swaha. Namaste Gurura Adude Kula Asura Vayam Kare Sarva Papa Hare Devi Malakshmi Namostute Swaha. Sarva Nine Sarva Vadade Sarva Justa Vayam Kare Sarva Duka Hare Devi Malakshmi Namostute Swaha. Siddhi Bhuti Prade Devi Bhuti Bhakti Pradayani Mantra Putra Sada Devi Malakshmi Namostute Swaha. Ad Antarihita Devi Arya Shakti Maheshwari Yoga Jay Yoga Sambhute Malakshmi Namostute Swaha. Stula Shukshma Maharudre Mahashakti Mahudane Mahapapa Hare Devi Malakshmi Namostute Swaha. Padma Asana Shite Devi Parabrahma Sarvani Paramashi Jagatmatar Malakshmi Namostute Swaha. Sveta Ambara Dare Devi Nanalankara Bhushate Jagat Siti Jagatmatar Malakshmi Namostute Swaha. Om Ring Shring Haidakhandi Namah Swaha. Om Shri Ram Ramaya Namah Swaha. Om Kling Krishnaya Govindaya Gopijana Vallabhaya Namah Swaha. Om Hang Hanumate Namah Swaha. Om Dam Datraya Namah Swaha. Om Gom Varshnataya Namah Swaha. Om Vam Brahmane Namah Swaha. Om Vim Vishnave Namah Swaha. Om Sang Saranaya Namah Swaha. Namah Swaha. Navgraha Devyo Namah Swaha. Om Navgraha Devyo Namah Swaha. Om Shri Haidakhandi Namah Swaha. Om Shri Haidakhandi Namah Swaha. Om Shri Haidakhandi Namah Swaha. Om Shri Astadavatiyo Namah Swaha. Shri Kuldavatiyo Namah Swaha. Shri Brahmadavatiyo Namah Swaha. Bhaktivaya Namah Swaha. These are the last five. Saraswati Namah Swaha. Om Shri Saraswati Sadguru Namah Swaha. Sanghe, Sapatare, Savahane, Sariyudaye, Nanabija Distrate, Shima Kaliye, Shima Lakshmiye, Shima Saraswatiye, Dasma Vidya Swarupanye, Shadakandashvarye, Shadakandashvarya, Cha Maha Hutim Samar Pyami Namah Swaha. Shri Haidakhandi Bhagwan Ki Jai, Jagdambe Mat Ki Jai, Shadakandashvari Mat Krishna work with this wind. Just do once or twice around. Done. Shri Shri Mahaprabhuji Padare Osha. Shri Shri Mahaprabhuji Padare Osha.
Sabdan. Shri Shri Mahaprabhuji Padare
Shri Shri Mahaprabhuji Padare Oshar. Savdan. Shri Shri Mahaprabhuji Padare. Bola Shri Haidakhandi Bhagwan Ki Jai. Thank you for joining us on this windy morning and this this auspicious first Monday of Savan. And may we all keep the mantra Om Namah Shivaya in our hearts as often as possible throughout these next 24 hours and throughout the next 2 months of Savan. May all the prayers and love and offerings fill our hearts so we can share with each person we meet, bringing more peace and harmony and love to the whole cosmos. Bole Baba Ki Jai.